Hello and welcome back to the old realms, and we're here attempting to take Beck. Now, here's the funny thing about this town. I was actually wanting to take it solo because it would make everything so much easier for our own forces, so I wouldn't have to have the AI come over here and, you know, waste its time basically, because I personally feel like this is a waste of time for my friends, for my allies and everything to come over here. We really didn't want them to do that. It's a far distance from, you know, all of our territory that we currently own, and it's making things kind of uncomfortable now because these fellows are literally running around with armies of over 2,000, as you no doubt saw right there. They literally have enormous armies. I have no idea how they're even able to field that many, but they are. And, well, personally, I don't mind that. I don't mind them coming and actually helping me, because personally that's a fun idea. You know, I think it's fun for the AI to sometimes come over and help you. But in these kinds of situations, I kind of wish they'd taken their 5,000 or 6,000 troops or whatever, however many they have, and just gone somewhere else to make the most of it. You know what I mean? Because if they besiege things that I'm not at, then we're just going to be able to capture enemy towns just that much faster, and it's really going to make a huge difference. Whereas as it stands right now, yeah, we're gonna have some issues, aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna have some issues. At least I think so. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do? Oh wow, look at that! They actually cast Soul Rain right there. That is really nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this real fast. Just gonna summon a bunch of things. I haven't gone back to Vampire Territory yet, so I don't have any additional skills. So, for example, I would like to get some more spells, like summon spells and things like that, but I don't currently have the ability to do that because, well, we're at war, and I actually want to... Whoa, what is this? What is that thing right there? That looks so cool. I wish I had that spell. I think that's a dark magic spell or something like that. I have no idea, but it looks cool at the very least. And as you can see, we're actually casting a bunch of Soul Rain on the battlements here. Actually kind of hoping that maybe I'll be able to do something here too. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, these guys are going to be annoying. I'm going to run away. There we go. Just going to shoot that off over there. And then we're just going to kill that fellow. Kill this one. Kill that one. Ah, no, he's going to dodge it or block it or whatever. Okay, so let's actually just summon these guys. And we're just going to summon another couple of these. And I have enough to go into mist form as well, by the way, right now. But I'm kind of not wanting to do that just yet. These fellows are apparently insanely good at, well, basically anything. And, yeah, they're just blocking and dodging absolutely every single little bit of damage that I can actually, you know, dish out. But, yeah, it seems like maybe I can just, you know, mix things up a little bit with the direction of my attacks and everything, and then we should be absolutely fine. But, obviously, as you can see right here, these fellows are beastly. They have so much armor. Look at that. I can barely put a dent in them. That's crazy. Yeah, these are the big guys, you know. These are the big ones. All right, so I'm just going to leave here. Unfortunate that we had to leave that, actually, because we had a number of troops there. Ah, it seems like my battering ram... Is it going to go down? I actually don't know whether it's going to go down. I could potentially try to go up here. Try to eliminate this... this catapult, I guess. Okay, just die, please. There we go. Just die. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Now, see, that's the thing. Can I actually do damage to this? I can. Oh, wow. Okay. That is actually pretty funny. That's something that I haven't really done ever before in the past. Yeah, this is also terrible. Let me just switch to two-handed real fast. There we go. Is that better? No. Clearly not. Clearly not. Okay, you know what? Oh, I can't summon skeletons up here. That's my bad. Alright, I'm just going to summon some down there, and then they're just going to go and charge at whoever. And that's all that I really want. And I don't even know whether it's worth me destroying this now. I mean, the... Oh, no. Oh, no, never mind. The siege tower is actually destroyed. So this basically makes no difference whatsoever, in my opinion. I probably shouldn't even bother. But I could actually take this, and I could throw it over the side here. Boom. Did it kill someone? Or did I just get interrupted? No, it didn't hit anyone. Of course it didn't. Ugh. What a classic and a half. Okay, well, let's just use Wind of Death down there then. try to get my mist form charged up, and then we will indeed take off. There we are. All right. So let's actually see what's happening over here. It seems like my forces have actually entered the keep. Are these my guys? These are the same ones that I had before, right? Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, let's summon a bunch of these, and then we'll just use some magic against these fellows as well, because they are obviously not as defensive against them. So that's actually really nice, and I think we're pretty good actually. I think if I can just murder these fellows, then we should be fine here. If my guys could actually just focus on killing the gates, I'd be pretty happy with that. But unfortunately, they don't seem to really want to do that for some reason. I don't know why. They seem to be very unlikely to do that for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why, but there you go. I mean, we've got the gate right here. If they could just destroy the gate, then our forces would literally be able to just get in here at any time. I don't think spells destroy gates, so yeah, as you can see, I'm not really doing much damage. There we go. This is a lot better for me to hit like so. I wish I had more people to help me out here, to be honest. That would be very, very useful. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch to my Shadow Blood here. Oh, hello there, friends. Okay, I'm just going to kill that fellow before he shoots me with his pistol. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close this real quick, and then we're just going to use it this way. There we go. That's a little bit easier, or maybe it is, or maybe it isn't. I don't know. Is it easier? Okay, unfortunate that these fellows are now on me, but yeah, I'm going to just have to do this. There we go. Okay, that was decent enough. I didn't hit the last guy, but that was all I wanted to do. I just wanted to thin them out a little bit. That's really all I needed to do as well, because otherwise we would be outnumbered. I guess I'm just going to open it up again then. I mean, my forces are not really doing much in that regard, are they? They're not really deciding to come in through the center. Oh, no, they are actually deciding to come in through the center now. Oh, look at that. Surprise, surprise. That is really not what I expected. And when I said surprise, surprise, it reminded me of Cilla Black. If you know who Cilla Black is, then bravo. That's a very long time ago. Anyway, point is, we're done with the gate. There we are. Oof, finally. And how many forces have we actually eliminated? Because that's the thing that I'm kind of now wondering about. It seems like we have gotten onto the battlefield. We have gotten onto the battlements, so that's actually really nice. Now let's see if I can do something here. Just going to summon some more skeletons. I can't really use Wind of Death here at the moment because we're otherwise going to be taking significant, well, friendly fire from myself. I wonder, where do the enemies spawn? Do they spawn right here? If they spawn right here, I'm just going to get ready with Wind of Death and then... there we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Wow, that was devastation incarnate, and we can do another one right here. Killing a lot of my own troops in that particular action, but I think kind of worth it. Wasn't that kind of worth it? I think that was kind of worth it. They're going to spawn again around here, aren't they? And then I'm just going to use Soul Rain or something like that. Or yeah, here they are. Okay, I'm just going to do that. There we go. Another one of these. Going to kill a bunch of my own troops, of course, but that is, you know, just to be expected. Some of them do not get eliminated. The vampires, for example. The undead, like, for example, the skeletons and so on, they will just get killed straight up. But the other ones, like the Castellans and things like that, they are, they're kind of counted as humans or humanoids. And so they're not really going to be as fragile, I suppose, which is actually really nice, because otherwise, yeah, that would be pretty harsh, considering you spend a lot of time leveling those guys up. Okay, here we go. Another Soul Rain will probably make do with these guys. Not too bad, not too bad. Still, once again, eliminating a whole bunch of our own relatively high-tier troops. Not really pleased about that, but I am dealing 60% less damage to them. Just bear that in mind. I do have those two perks that reduces the damage by a significant amount. Okay, let's see here. Wind of Death is going to have to come in. Nice. And then we'll have to go for a Screaming Skull right here as well. There we go. And I'm going to need to go for a Soul Rain too. And I think that's probably it. I don't think they have really anything else to fight us with. And yeah, no, they only have one more. One more, yes. Like he's gonna do much. Anyway, there we go. We only gained 87 renown because we have so many troops on our side. It's yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Generally, if we want to make any kind of significant progress, we need to make sure that we're not joining with our own forces in battle ever, because apparently that really just drastically kills any single effort of your renown. So you're literally just not going to get any. I mean, that's the funny thing. I say well, you're not going to get any, but 90 something is actually a pretty good amount. However, if you take it in comparison to what we were able to gain before, it's really not that much, unfortunately. So, you know, that's just something to bear in mind. If you yourself are playing along, then you may want to be a bit careful about who joins your, you know, retinue or whatever. Oh, it seems like, oh, that's sad. I kind of wanted to keep the cape, but this is better armor, and I kind of want to survive more, so I guess I'll just do that. All right, well, whatever the case, I'm just going to sell... Wow, yeah. This is the effect of roguery, you see. Roguery is incredible. Oh, we got a necromancer. Nice. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes, please join me. Can I actually get you? Yes, I can. I have enough space for another one more companion. But as we found out in the previous episode, I'm not able to field any more parties, which, you know, ground my gears a little bit. But there you go. Can't really do much about that, obviously. Anyway, let's just level these fellows up. And don't worry, I am going to be going back to vampire territory because I would like to get a couple more noble troops. So I would like to get some more von Karstein nobles, and maybe even get some Castellans or something like, well, obviously not Castellans, but, you know, something a little bit higher tier so that we don't have to start off with the tier 4s, and maybe we'll get something a little bit more than that. Anyway, roaming undead is not what we want. I want to put these tier 3s in here, and I'll put the tier 4s in there. Oh yeah, these guys are just... I'm sorry, I just really do not really like the super low tier skeletons and things like that, so I'm actually just going to be leaving them alone because I don't want to sabotage this garrison's food supplies by having a huge amount of troops in there. Because as one of the modding team actually reached out and said in the comments, said something like they couldn't find a workaround for the troops consuming food in garrisons. That is just a base game thing, by the way, as far as I'm aware. That's just a base game thing, and they couldn't find a way to disable that. So until, you know, Tail Worlds does something a little bit different with that, yeah, we're just going to have to deal with it, which I personally don't mind. I don't really mind that. It was just, you know, an interesting little tidbit there. Anyway, yeah, we have a lot of food on our hands, which is way too much in my opinion, but we do have a lot of food, and I think what I'm actually going to do... Yeah, I have a feeling they're probably going to attack over there, but let's actually just go and see what happens. I mean, I have a huge amount of space in my army now. Massive amount of space. And I'm actually not really wanting to take control of this town either. Hopefully they're not going to give it to me. I don't think they will. But let's have a look and see what happens. No, they will not. Okay, so let's have a look here. 100, 100. Okay, yeah. So we'll give it to this guy, because we can then get 100 with him. That's going to be quite nice. And then we can move on and hopefully try to take something else. But, this guy's trying to get an army together. I don't really want you to... Well, he went inside. Well, that is not very good, is it? Okay, wait a minute. He's got 500 defenders. Do you think we can actually do something here against him? We might be able to. Let's see if we can actually try to take this ourselves. I hope that the... I hope that the friends of ours do not actually decide to come over here and help me, because even though it is nice, and I would normally be complaining about the AI not helping, they're helping a bit too much at this point. I'd kind of want them to go and do their own thing so that we can expand faster, but that's obviously just my thing there. Anyway, I'm going to go for Manhunter here, because a plus 20% better deal with ransom brokers for regular troops sounds like a fantastic idea. I quite like that. And otherwise, we'll probably go for this one, which allows us to have 10% of the total experience gained as a bonus to infantry after battles, considering we have significant benefits from that. And as you can see, I'm almost 300 in Spellcraft. Yes, almost 300, which means that all physical damage done by your weapons is doubled and dealt again as magical damage. I can't wait to do that, actually. I feel like that is going to be super, super strong. And it may indeed make me switch from my current weapon to something else, because my current weapon is magical damage mostly, I think. And while it does do really good damage, it is quite slow. And that's the main reason why I'm a little bit dubious about using it consistently, because it is going to make me lose in one-on-one duels. And I'm not sure whether I don't know whether I want to take that chance, you know, because one-on-one dueling, sometimes you really want to win those. You know, sometimes it's just it's like you know, a requirement. You need to win that, because otherwise you're just going to die. And I can only be thankful that I have Mist Form at the moment. But yeah, you can see here that I have very, very few units in my own party right now. So I'm a bit worried about that, I've got to say. But we'll have to see what actually goes on here, because this is right next to my town here. So I would like to try and take this, because otherwise it is going to mean that maybe the enemy is going to be able to launch an attack against us. But what's actually quite funny, and what I've seen so far, is the enemy Empire factions. They do not seem to be that active in regards to constructing their own armies. They seem to be quite hesitant about that, and I'm quite surprised, because I'm not sure why they wouldn't. Because I'd wholeheartedly assume that they would want to, you know, eliminate us in some way or another, but they seem to be, well, nowhere to be seen, I suppose. I don't know. They seem to, maybe they're doing other things. Maybe they have interesting business elsewhere or something like that. I really have no idea. Anyway, we're going to go into this one. Hopefully we will be able to achieve victory here. There is a grand total of, I think, 500 people. And I think we should be fine here. I'm going to try to maximize my spell usage this time around, so we don't take as long to actually win. But, as I say, it's not really I'm not sure if it's really my fault most of the time. There's a ballista here. No, I'd like to... Oh, no. Where's the catapult? There it is. Okay, I'm going to go down here and try and kill these guys, so we can interrupt them. There we go. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's just summon a bunch of these fellows. Yeah, this is going to be a bit problematic. Gonna just have to go over this way. I was trying to dodge as much as I could. Had to use Wind of Death to get my Mist Form back as soon as possible. And we're going to be attacking over here. Oh, this guy, of course it would be a guy like this, right? Ah, okay, that is a pain. Okay, I'm just going to use Screaming Skull here just to get my Mist Form back, because I'm going to need it, as you can quite clearly tell. Okay, I'm just going to jump down here. Going to use Mist Form real fast. Yeah, oh, yeah, this is a deadly layout for us right here. Look at this. There are so many archers all over the place. It's actually hilarious. Okay, so probably going to go for a Wind of Death here, because we're going to come out in just a second. And, oh wow, this is going to be massive damage. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, I did Soul Rain, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to kill anything. Oh, yeah, that was not so great in regards to its positioning, but it should be fine. Anyway, we're just going to kill the rest with Screaming Skull over there as well. That's nice. And it seems like we're doing okay. We're not doing too badly right now. Unfortunately, for some reason, my character is not very good at killing things in melee. I think it's probably because the enemy is just generally very good at blocking in 1.2, like I said before. Yeah, I'm going to need to do Wind of Death here. Ooh, I really missed out on that, but the cooldown was still there, so I couldn't do anything about that. Maybe what we want to do is something like this, or a Soul Rain. I think a Soul Rain might actually be better over here. There we go. That's a little bit easier. I'm actually not entirely... I was going to say, I'm actually not entirely sure why I am surviving for so long and I'm not getting headshot. And there's the headshot. Who shot me, by the way? That's the question. Who actually shot me? Where am I? I'm here, right? This is me? No, wait. There's me. There's me. Alright, so who did I get shot by? Gonna assume one of these fellows. This guy with his pistol. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was the fellow that killed us. Okay, so I killed a grand total of only 112. That is very frustrating, isn't it? Especially considering spells don't actually kill the opponent. You've got to bear that in mind as well. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do is I will have to be very careful here. I will have to be very careful. I'm going to spec into one-handed because I seem to be using one-handed quite often. We're going to have to continue the siege. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to increase my battle size, okay? I'm going to increase my battle size. This is something that I haven't done in years, actually, of playing Bannerlord, because initially the optimization of the game was not that good because it had just come out into early access, and you were, you would suffer some pretty bad frame rates when in large battles. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to play at 500 because that seems to be a pretty good thing for my system, and it's been fine ever since. However, now that they have implemented a lot of optimizations, I'm thinking that maybe it's going to be a good idea. Maybe we should actually go for something a little bit more beefy in regards to how many forces are on the field at once. So I'm going to increase it to 800, I think. I could go for 1,000, but you got to bear in mind I am recording at the same time, and that does take quite a lot of resources of your system. So if you yourself are playing with 1,000 and you're not recording or anything like that, then and it's performing fine, well then that's the reason, because you're probably going to be easily fine with that. But I'm going to do that, and then we're going to see what happens. I'm actually healing myself extremely slowly right now because I just have so much HP. Yeah, as you can see right there. Oh my. Alright, so I'm just going to head straight in here because I have about 40% HP, and I do have the ability to go into mist form straight off. So we should be absolutely fine to, kind of regenerate ourselves and then make sure that we're going to be good. Anyway, what I'm actually going to do as well is I'm thinking that I might try to launch a couple of spells inside. I'm not sure whether this is really going to work out too well, but I'm going to try and do this. It is actually working, surprisingly enough. Okay, I didn't realize that could actually happen. Okay, let's try another one. I'm not even seeing what's happening right now with this thing, but apparently it is doing well. Let's do this. Oh, hello. A lot of archers. And, whoa, yeah, not even just archers. They've got gunners as well. Yes, we want to be very, very careful about those, because they are literally just going to tear me a new one, which is not exactly what I would like. Thank you very much. So let's just have a quick look here. Okay, I'm just going to attack real fast, just get out of here, just try and summon some of these guys, and then we'll just get out, and I think I'm just going to tell my guys just to charge in, I think. That's probably a good idea. Let's go for a Wind of Death in a second. Don't get shot, please. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. I'm trying to strafe a little bit as well. These fellows are actually running away from me, which I'm not a big fan of, actually, because I'm now going to have less opportunity to use my spell against them. Let's do this. Another one of these. Okay, yeah, this is now not so good. Okay, I'm going to have to go into mist form here. Okay, so these... Whoa, look at this. Yeah, so this is how many we have on the field at the moment. I increased the battle size to 800, by the way. So I'm not entirely sure why there's only, well, this much on the field. It shouldn't be so little, right? I don't know. I'm not sure why there's so little in comparison to what you would normally see here, but oh well, never mind. Okay, Soul Rain, can't do much about that yet. I can actually use it now. There we go. Okay, wait a minute. I'm thinking we'll probably do something like this. Yeah, I kind of don't want to do that, but okay, I will. Yeah, I killed a huge amount of my own troops in that. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought would happen as well. Oh yes, now I'm getting shot by the cannons. Well, that's not great. Okay, yeah, it seems like Screaming Skull is going to be my only get out of jail free card here. And how are we doing so far? It's actually not too bad. It's actually not too bad, he says. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Great, yeah. Alright, well, whatever the case, let's just go here. Summon these guys. Try and help me out a little bit. And maybe I can do some damage with my extra speed. They do have extra attack speed out of mist form, which is quite nice. And let's just see if I can do Wind of Death around about here. Oh no, this is pretty terrible, isn't it? Okay, what about here? I don't have enough. Do I not have enough? Oh, what? Was it? Why can't I cast this? Oh, I'm bugged. I'm bugged. I'm bugged. I can't cast. No. Okay, that's actually really bad. Yeah, it's not working. It is not working. Okay, so I am completely bugged. I can attack with my fists, but I cannot switch to my weapon. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, that's not happened to me in the entire time playing, so that must be rare. Oh, wait. Ah, there we go. It's actually worked now. Okay, now we're able to cast. Okay, whew. That was funny. I'm not entirely sure why that happened, but there you go. I guess I just switched too quickly to my melee weapon or something like that. I have no idea, but yeah. I'm just going to move over here, and we'll try to do some damage to these fellows with Soul Rain if we can. Just try and eliminate a bunch of them. Try to kill this guy as well, or maybe try to at least. Yes, we're doing some damage here at least. That's nice. No, don't get shot. Don't get shot by the cannoneer. Whoever this is. It's a grenade launcher, fellow. It's a grenade launcher. No, we do not want you to shoot at me, sir. Thank you. Okay, Shadow Blood, I guess, will just be used here. Just a quick little bit of damage. Just clear out the battlements now. There we go. We can actually jump down here. It's so nice to actually have immunity to falling damage. Really, really appreciate that, to be honest. Okay, so let's see. I can do... I can't do Screaming Skull, but I can do Soul Rain, so I guess I will do that. If we get some more reinforcements spawning in here. Or maybe up there. Can do it around there. There we go. That's pretty nice. And now we're just going to have to regenerate a little bit. Okay, so how many have I killed so far? 411. Not bad, but what's actually going on with the battle size? Because I did increase it to 800. So I'm not entirely sure. It's a bit weird, because I was kind of hoping that we would have an absolutely enormous battle on our hands, because I think that would be super fun. But it doesn't seem like they're actually wanting to spawn all the units in for some reason. I actually have no idea why that would be the case, because let's face it, I mean, I set it to that, so it's like, well, why not, you know? Okay, well, it seems like all my forces are now making their way up. Can I just ask something real quick? Why are we using one ladder only? Is this warband? Is this warband? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Anyway, yeah, one ladder. I guess maybe it's making it so that you kind of have to use other siege. Maybe that's the encouraging thing about that. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to encourage people to use, you know, more siege equipment, and maybe even try to get down the walls or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we can... I mean, as you can see, I do massive damage when I actually hit. But obviously, the problem is actually just hitting to begin with, because this is such a slow weapon. Because, of course, it is, you know, it's a two-handed / one-handed weapon, so it is inevitably going to be, I think it's, what is it, 33% slower when wielded in one hand. Because it's so heavy. I think, isn't that the calculation? Or that used to be the calculation, at least. I'm not entirely sure if it remains that way, but... Whatever the case, I think we're actually done now, and we just have to eliminate the remaining archers. Thankfully, I can just absolutely murder them in every single way. This guy's still on the ballista. Wow, he's got a lot of dedication. Look at that. That's a massive amount of dedication. But yeah, you can see here, this fellow could actually beat me in a duel, just purely for the fact that I don't have any attack speed. That's the thing, I don't have any attack speed. Yeah, look at how cool that was, though. Did you see that? Me jumping up there, jumping up the onto the battlements without doing anything else. That is so cool. Love that. And we've only got 6 enemies remaining, so that should be well, that should be a pretty nice victory for us. We did end up losing a lot of troops, but I'm only hopeful now, because we were here by ourselves, that we should have a pretty nice time of gaining some renown, because I would like to get, I know, a shocker, but I would like to get to Clan Tier 6, because once we get to Clan Tier 6, we're going to be able to have additional party size, I assume, and a bunch of other things that could be I don't know, kind of useful to us. So there's only one enemy remaining, and that's it. There you go. We managed to do it. Fantastic. And there you go. Yeah, 186 renown. Obviously not as many as I would like, but of course this is just a castle. You know, if we were going into a town or something like that, then it would obviously be very, very different. Why did I take him prisoner? Oh well, never mind. I wasn't actually intending to take him prisoner, but I did just randomly out of, you know, automatic reaction, I guess, out of reflex. Anyway, let's move on. We'll take all the loot, and hopefully, well, I'm probably going to be placing a bunch of people in the garrison here as well, because I can. You know, I have a bunch of spare troops here. Might as well just do that. Yeah, there we go. Easy enough, right? And then we can just move on. And I'm not going to be taking this, obviously. This is not going to be mine. And I'm not going to be on the ticket either. And let's face it, I wouldn't want it anyway. Let's increase our levels. Levels? Yes. Levels? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's increase our levels of those guys right there. And, yeah, hopefully we're going to be seeing some grenadiers relatively soon. You know, the grenade launcher fellows. They seem pretty fun. Let's sell my prisoners here. And, well, this is my town. And it's actually doing pretty well, surprisingly enough. Look at this. Look at my food situation, and my loyalty is actually really good. So I'm very happy about that. And this is the Lordly Empire General's cape. Now, for me, personally, I think the cape looks cool. And I'm actually going to be keeping that on. Because just look at it. Look at how cool it looks in black, you know, in the color of night and darkness and so on and so forth. I think it just seems much more in keeping with our theme than anything else. I'm actually going to go and just return to the marketplace real fast because we do want to sell some food. The food is obviously a bit of a big problem here. Faction banner. Okay, faction banner could be quite fun, but at the moment I just want to sell the meat, as I have way too much food as it is. And let's manage the town real fast. Okay, yeah, so we're still actually building some fairgrounds right now. And I do want to build... Aqueduct is actually already working, so I'm pretty happy with this. Could go for some... Well, I could go for a workshop, why not? We could go for the workshop and then go for the granary and then the forum and so on and so forth. I think that seems like a pretty decent idea. And we'll just slap another 10,000 in there. I mean, I've got a huge amount of cash as it is, so it's not really necessary for me to hold on to it or anything like that. There is an army attempting to take Obelheim back, but that is obviously not really going to make any difference because we've got Johann right there who's just going to absolutely murder them. And if he doesn't, then Mr. Derek is going to take care of them. Otherwise, I'm going to go on over to Talabheim as well as a bunch of other places. But this faction seems like they are, well, pretty much done. I don't think they really have... Yeah, as you can see, look at their overall faction strength. Their faction strength is only 3,200. I actually wonder whether we can take on any other faction in the game and actually win. Do you think? I mean, at this point, I think we might be able to just completely dominate. The only thing that we may need to be a bit aware of is, obviously, Marius. Marius is going to be pretty... I think he's going to be pretty hard. He's got 10,000 combat strength with his faction, so we may have some issues with them. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.